Your back sprite looks like it should belong to Team Rocket for some reason, and I don't know why, and now I've seen that and I'm never unseeing it. Alright, hello all you crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite and welcome back to Pokemon HeartGold. In the last part, I fooled around a lot. And in this part, a bunch of Diglett will be popping out of the ground, I am sure. Surprising. We're going through Diglett Cave, and onto the other half of Kanto that I haven't seen yet. Well, less than half, maybe more like a third, a quarter, but point is, I have yet to get the dowsing machine, and at this point I'm just determined to play the entire game without the dowsing machine. Let me go and see what my party looks like. You are not in good shape, because I forgot to heal at the Pokemon Center after catching the Snorlax. And that's okay, because Leo needs the experience anyway, although being in a cave full of ground and rock-type Pokemon might not be the greatest place to do this. Max Revive! Alright, that was lucky. In Diglett Cave, there is a fair amount of explorable area that you cannot do right now, owing to the fact that these rock climb walls are just right here. Alright, so there are no trainers in here. And that tunnel was way shorter than the distance between Vermilion and south of Pewter. Alright, most of the time in Pokemon games, like, land area lines up with itself. Am I unable to escape? Oh, good. Like, the exception being building. I need someone with cut, don't I? Can I go south? Is there a cut tree to the south as well? Yeah. Hang on, wait. I'll get back to that thought in a moment. Right now, I want to know if I need to run back to the Pokemon Center.
Hey.
And feel really dumb. Because I'm not carrying anybody with cut. Sir? Nuggets! Alright. And that is something that can only happen in the magic circle of video games. Or games in general. Imagine like walking into somebody's house in real life and just having them give you a lump of metal worth $5,000 or whatever the conversion to US dollars would be. Alright, I am stupid. Oh, Professor Oak, am I in trouble? Sacred Ash! That'll be important at some point in the future, I am sure. Pewter City, Viridian City. Alright, so I can get out of here without needing cut, that's good. What did I say I was gonna get back to? Oh yes, like the inside of buildings is kind of an exception, like, if I can actually find a house. Hang on. Alright, I'm gonna find a house. And I'm gonna illustrate my point. And I need cut. I need cut. For God's sake. Alright, my point. Pokemon Center is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles wide on the outside. And on the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 tiles wide if you count these on the inside. Yeah, the interiors of buildings aren't the same size as the exteriors of buildings, which is probably good because then cities would be unnecessarily huge, and I might as well heal while I'm here because of Alakazam. Although in many places such as dungeons, I think like the sizes of rooms actually line up with each other, so if like Olivine Lighthouse, for example, all the floors are approximately the same size and the ladders are where they should be if they were to all exist in the same space, which they don't necessarily because maps. Have y'all noticed that I'm fascinated by the dumbest of things? Okay, with that out of the way, and for what it's worth, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be needing cut at some point anyway. I can have Krabby use cut, and I can finally properly enter this part of the city now. Okay, Pewter City. I am going to register the Pokemon Center on my map and then head straight back out, because I want to go to Pallet Town first. Alright, I need to, do I need to heal, or do I just need to walk into the Pokemon Center? I've always healed as a method of registering the Pokemon Center on a map for a city. But I don't actually know if all you need to do is walk into the front doors or not, and then it'll, like, be there. Alright. I'm sure I will, Nurse Joy, I'm sure I will. I'll talk to the NPCs later. Probably. Hopefully, if I remember. Now. That's nice. So, with that said, and this is something that I just started thinking about again, but I'm considering That's another max revive. Why are there so many max revives around here? Not that I'm complaining. There's such a stereotypically gamer thing to do is complain when good things happen to you. I need to fight you, right? You look like a bug catcher, and I have a fire type out front. It's not the Nixon cuts I'm worried about. Yeah, so I live in an area with a lot of deer, like the animal deer, as in like deerling, and consequently there are an awful lot of arthropods known as ticks in the tall grass around where I live, and by that I mean like everywhere. If you step outside and you so much as touch a leaf, you want to like check your legs to see if there's a tick on you. And ticks can carry some very nasty diseases, and I have absolutely no interest in contracting them. So as much fun as it would be, as much as I like wearing shorts, if I were to go out into the tall grass in real life, you would not catch me dead doing it in shorts. I would be wearing long pants of some kind or another. And that's really unfortunate. I don't like long pants, assuming it's not like the middle of winter, in which case you pretty much have to wear them because it's cold. But yeah, ticks. It doesn't help that the town that I live in has done an awful lot of like clearing trees for development, so that the deer are now like in people's yards instead of just in the woods where you might hope that they are, and spreading the ticks around with them. I've had a neighbor a bunch of years ago who actually had Lyme's disease twice, and it really did some damage. She's okay now, but the ensuing years were not a fun time for her. And that is not something that I want to like have to do in my life, is have a tick-borne disease. So no tall grass and shorts for me. I guess in the Pokemon world it's slightly different because like even Joltik you can at least see them, and most bug types are reasonably big. Well, actually Joltik's probably not a good example because they're one of the smallest, if not the smallest Pokemon. But I'm gonna stop talking now. I am severely screwing up my knowledge of Pokemon universe lore mythos at this point.
Hey.
All right, I just talked right through a battle. Always nice when that happens. All right, moral of the story: don't go in the tall grass with shorts on. Brent, how are you? That's very nice. Do you just think of these things off the top of your head and just call the first person on your phone contacts list to inform them of that or something? I mean, I know people who do that IRL. For what it's worth. And, I'm not sure why they do it, but they do. So maybe I shouldn't give Brent too hard a time about that, although my computer is having a weird relationship with a hard drive that I have plugged in right now, and I'm just gonna unplug it so that you don't keep hearing the device connected, device disconnected noise. Computer, knock it off. All right, so I'll unplug the second hard drive as well. I don't know if the device connected noise appeared on the recording. I assume it did, because why wouldn't it? Okay, that's a wild Pokemon. See, I thought about going and running around without a repel for some time, and then a level 3 Metapod jumps out at me. I want to play this game without repels. I want to play this game without repels. I like seeing what kind of monsters are hiding in the various locations that you can find in the game. But I don't like as much having random encounters with something that's 1/15 of my level. Not sure why the designers of Pokemon HeartGold and Soul Silver did that, but there we have it. I'm sure that there's nothing more efficient and beautiful in this world than a bug-type Pokemon. There's something to be said for the efficiency. I don't know why I'm likening it to this, but if you're in the business of raiding insects for food, like grasshoppers and stuff, They consume way less energy. They require way less energy overall to raise, like, per unit of weight than, God forbid, beef or a pig. So there's something to be said for the efficiency aspect of that, I guess. Although I'm not entirely sure if you're going to eat your Beedrill. I may want to back off at this topic. Yeah, there was no way I was gonna salvage that little conversation with myself. Okay, another bug catcher is down there. First... Level 3. I don't know, I'm not even holding out to, like, find a shiny or anything, because more often than not, I'm not even that interested in the colors of shinies. Surprisingly. Level 7, wow. You're like twice as strong as the other things I've seen in here. You're stronger than, like, the other two things I've seen in here put together. Is a more dramatic way of saying it. Okay, that's it, I'm putting on a repel. Yeah, so that takes care of that. Another bug catcher, there's 2 of them here. And a Pokeball down there. Will they? I don't think they will. Will they? Bugs don't really run away from loud noises as much as other animals do. I assume bugs can, like, hear the same way that we can, or at least in a similar way that we can they? Probably. Responding to, like, audio stimuli. I know they depend a lot on light and chemical signals in the air that they would perhaps send to each other, but I don't remember if they, like, use hearing, sense of hearing all that much. I guess if you can't, like, detecting vibrations in the air with antenna and stuff, that sort of counts as hearing. Why am I thinking about bugs? I don't want to think about bugs. I don't like bugs. What did you say? Okay, I have to ask. Can I just waste time here? If I just spam Sunday for no reason, do you have any moves besides Harden? Because I don't think you do. Because Metapod's only knowable move is Harden. Unless you catch it as a Caterpie, in which case it'll know, like, String Shot or Tackle or something like that. Do you know any moves besides Harden all the way up to level 52? That was probably the best joke in the early seasons of the anime, was the time that Ash and that one other trainer had a Metapod going at it, and nothing happened because they didn't know any moves. Alright, enough of this. I don't have time for this. I am far too impatient to just watch a Metapod use Harden. Alright, that was everything I wanted to do here, right? Well, obviously not. I'm gonna walk past you real quick. This TM77 Psych-Up, that will allow you to copy your opponent's stat buffs, won't it? So if your opponent likes to spam Dragon Dance the way that some of maybe the people commentating this video do, and your opponent uses Psych-Up, you'll automatically get the +2 or +3 or however many Dragon Dances you decided to use. It's a little situational. I don't know if I'd ever use it. Competitively, maybe. I don't think it's a move that's used often competitively, aside from gimmick sets. I can't think of that many trainers in-game who like to spam setup moves. Except for, like, the occasional gym leader who teaches Swords Dance or something like that, maybe. But even then, that's just a couple battles in the whole game. I don't know if it would be worth using a move slot on. Alright, this is my last use of Lava Plume. Do I have any PowerPoint moves? PowerPoint ups, PowerPoint max? Might want to use them. 15 PowerPoints isn't bad, but when you're running through the Viridian Forest, which is full of bugs, you might want to have a few more. I guess I can look for ethers. Do I have ethers? Do I need any more? And there's that cut tree that you can use if you decide that it's suddenly not worth your time to fight bugs. Oh, you can go through the tall grass too. You can get through this forest in this part of the forest in 3 different ways. I feel like there should be something hidden here. Nope, okay. Alright, what was it? Was it Sacred Gold Storm Silver that you can, like, just catch a Mew running around in this forest? I don't remember. Did I even play that? Did I pick something up? I think I picked something up. I don't think I even played that far in Sacred Gold Storm Silver. I don't know why I would know that. Maybe I watched a Let's Play of it a long time ago? Alright, whatever. Leaf Stone. In case you happen to be a fan of, Vileplume or something like that. What else evolves with a Leaf Stone? Can't think of anything besides Vileplume. Alright. Yeah, we're being strategic about how we're walking through the tall grass here, trying to find the shortest path. Sir! I wouldn't say it's like a maze. There's a couple forks and a couple dead ends, but I wouldn't say it's a maze. Now I'm wondering what something has to do to, like, officially qualify as a maze. Alright. Sir, you look like another bug catcher. Are you? Do I want to use an ether or something like that? I might want to use an ether. You are a bug catcher, right? You're a bug catcher. Butterfree. Alright, that's it. We're using ethers. Phone numbers. Alright, I thought you were gonna pull out one more Pokemon there for some reason, and you didn't, and I was a little surprised when you went to the battle. Alright. So I hope that you at least decide to call me for a battle once in a while, unlike, say, everybody in Johto. Sir! I feel like all I've done in this video is really mash A on Lava Plume, and it's been enough to one-hit KO everything because I've pretty much fought entirely bug catchers. And I feel like that should annoy me far more than it has. Like, everything that I know about myself and playing video games and what I find interesting says that mashing the A button through like 5 or 10 battles is not something that will keep my attention, and yet it does for whatever reason, and I don't know why. Alright, this game. The atmosphere in this game, I tell you. Let's see, I used 15 power points and the first time around before I used the ether, and another 4 after using the ether. So I've one-shotted 19 bug types in this video, approximately, is my estimation. Oh, you're gonna give me your phone number as well. That's cool. Yeah, and yet it doesn't bother me that that's all this video has been, aside from, like, talking about something I have no expertise in, which is, to be fair, most of the internet. We are in Viridian City. This feels like a good place to end it off, reaching a new city. I will poke around in the next video, after I heal and such. This has been Pokemon HeartGold. My name is Dragonite. In the next part, we will be exploring Viridian City, heading south to Pallet Town, and seeing how far I can go within a half-hour time limit. I will see you all later.